Well, we're gonna remove the front fascia. There's two methods of doing it. One method, the one I'm not gonna do, is you gotta remove a bunch of plastic push fasteners. If you look under here through the grill, there's two on each side. They have to be removed. And then here up top, there's 5 that you can see have to be removed. And then there's one on each side under the headlight that has to be removed. I think the ones under the headlight are quite difficult to remove. So I'm going to go and do the other method where you remove the fascia and the bumper all at once. A little easier and quicker. So to get started, you want to remove this piece of plastic here. It's held on with 4 screws. And then you can see these 2 pieces of plastic, one on this side, one over on this side. They have to be removed. There is one of these holding each one of these sides on, which are down in here. You get down and you look in there, you can see that plastic fastener is holding it, one on each side. Those fasteners have to be removed. Now this is what they look like. And what I use is I use this here. Comes in a kit. Different shapes and sizes. It's made for removing different types of fasteners. And the panels on your doors and whatnot. So I use this to remove the fastener. Just get it under there and then pry it off. So once you get those 2 fasteners off, those 2 pieces of plastic, you also want to remove the 5 screws here on the wheel well, both sides. Remove those, and then put tape on here just to protect this area when you're removing the fascia. You also want to access this hole here and unplug the driving lights. You don't have to unplug the marker lights yet. You can drop the fascia on the floor and then unplug them. There's enough wire. once you got those screws removed here on the wheel well, there's 9 screws underneath the car that have to be removed. So you have to get the front end up off the ground so you can get underneath there. So once you got all those screws out, because we want to remove the bumper also, there's 2 bolts on the left and the right holding the bumper onto the nose of the frame. Now, you can access 2 of the bolts. You can see them there. There's 2 bolts on each side, but you only have to remove 1 bolt, the outer side bolt. So that would be this bolt over here, which is on the outside. You can see it there now. Now you want to loosen that bolt off just so it's hanging on the end. Don't take it right off. Just loosen it off so it's hanging on the end. Same on the other side. That outside nut there. That way when you start taking the side pieces from the wheel wells off, the bumper won't fall off the front end. Now there's 2 more nuts that hold the bumper onto the frame. And they are up top. The 2 top nuts are down in here. You can't see them now because these plastic pieces are in the way. So you can slide these pieces to the inside. Pull out this tab. It's a little tight in here, so you gotta kind of force it. Slide that over, it gives you access into here. And you do the same on the other side. So now what you want to do is you want to close your hood. Come back to the front. And access it in from the front here for those 2 nuts that are holding the top of the bumper onto the frame. Now you can just see that nut down in there. Just below my finger, there's that nut. Now you want to remove that nut right off and do the same on the other side. Remove the other nut. So in order to remove the nut from this side, the driver's side, to pull this piece of plastic into the center so you can get access down into here. Take that other nut off. It's holding the top on. So once you got all the nuts off the wheel well, nuts underneath, remove those two nuts on the top, and then loosen those two front nuts, but don't take them right off. Leave them just hanging on the end there. And then you also want to disconnect the hood release. You can see it there. Just let it hang down. Make sure you disconnect the wires through the porthole there for your driving lights. Then you can remove this part here from the wheel well. See if I can get a little bit better there. Just want to grab it here, pull it over the lip. That's why you got your tape here to protect it. Put it here, like that. Now you want to do the same on the other side. I've already done that. So this nut's loose down in here. I'm going to go in there and remove it. I've already removed the top nut on the other side. So now that nut's removed. Now once that's done, you should be able to just pull the whole assembly off. Put a blanket or something on the ground here. Oh, I've got this nut here on the front. Now you want to remove the two nuts on the front that were just hanging there on the ends. Now the whole thing should just pull off. kind of hung up here on something. There we go. Just lift it off. Put it on the ground. That's all there is to that. Now, you can get at the wire here for the side marker, disconnect it, which is there. Now, like I was saying earlier, there's a couple of those fasteners that are hard to get at. One of them is here. On this end here, you can see it there, because it's underneath this stuff here. This bumper and the alarm switch is down under here, hard to get at. And also, this outboard fastener here, it's quite difficult to get at when the fascia is on the vehicle, because it's under the headlights. So that's why I do it this way. And as you can see, my oil lines were leaking. I got oil around here. So that's why I'm removing it. And just to show you here, these fasteners hold the fascia to the fiberglass bumper, which is here. Then the fiberglass bumper is bolted to a steel plate here. And then the whole system is bolted to the front nose of the frame on each side. So that's how simple it is. So good luck.